Okay, well, first of all, you know that the Beatles changed everything. The music itself was something so refreshing, and the guy that was really behind the most stunning of the Beatles records was this guy, Geoff Emerick.
And here we are today in Legacy Studios recording with the legendary engineer Geoff Emerick.
Well, the thing that Geoff Emerick did was rise to a challenge that was given him and George Martin by the Beatles themselves, saying, you know, okay, we want this to sound like an old rat trap of a bed that I once slept on in my childhood while I was eating a sandwich. You know, he would have to come in and sensibly use his engineering expertise and make that happen for them, because they would go, okay, you take care of that, we're going to go out and have tea, and we'll be back. By the time we get back, we expect you to have it all together. So there's the challenge, and he made it happen.
I think you got it. Do you want to come in and listen to that? Oh no, you're joking. Okay, hang on. Hang on. It sounded great.
5 minutes, all right. We're a lot more locked than this one, by the way.
We actually went as far as putting towels on the drum, as you can see here. And because that's what Ringo used to do towards the latter part of the Beatles era. We got the exact sound. Now watching him mic the drums and talk about how he mic'd the drums and how he compressed the drums and EQ'd the drums, it's a dream come true.
They would say, you know, we want this bass drum to sound outrageous, and they wouldn't even really technically know what that meant, but they would hear it in their heads, and then he would try to decipher, okay, what am I going to do to make that happen?
Rich, we'll take one, but can you really hit that bass drum hard? As hard as you can.
We used to tell Ringo to do that when he was rolling. We're off, Geoff.
Okay, we're running.
He would take all the faders, crank them all the way up, get the volume way past legal limits, take compression and put it way past what within the legal guidelines dictated to him by EMI Records. You know, when nobody was looking, he would just kind of, okay, crank it up, okay, let's record.
One more for me. Oh man, I'm smoking.
You were great, if you must say so yourself.
That was the best shit. Here we go.
In the early days, it was just an open sound, but as they progressed and got more into production, they wanted a quieter drum sound or a more muffled sound. They pulled the front bass drum head off, and they mic'd the drums in a strange way. Geoff Emerick was one of the first engineers to bring the microphones closer to the drums. In the early days, they would just mic the ambience, or get the ambience by micing the room. And Geoff said, let's put the mic in the drum.
Next thing you know, massive drum sound, never heard before.
We spent a long time getting a drum sound, but it's real Beatley, and Geoff smiled, and hopefully his life is passing before his eyes.
And of course the outrageous vocal sounds that he got for John Lennon, when John wanted him to sound himself to sound like he was singing from a mountaintop or something like that. And, you know, so what do you do when a guy comes to you with that kind of information? You have to really stretch your brain and stretch all the limits of the technology that was available.
Can we just do that as a double track?
Yeah, scooped a little.
Just the way, yeah? No, the whole line. Okay. I'll do the whole line.
It's needless to say, it's extremely exciting for all of us in Fab Faux to have this guy be a part of our little goofy world, because he's the real deal and we're guys that are just emulating, you know. So it's pretty wonderful.
You can't recreate Beatle records or recreate what's already been done, but the fact that Michael has sponsored this to happen offers us a wonderful opportunity into the process of making these recordings.
That's going to be brilliant. It is, really.